Did the tool you picked just cost your team the project? Most designers choose between Figma and Sketch the same way they choose a laptop, based on what everyone else is using, what YouTube recommended, or what the company already had installed. Very few stop to ask whether that tool will hold up the moment a second person needs to be in the file. And by the time the answer becomes obvious, the deadline is already gone. This video is not a feature rundown. It is a comparison of how these two tools perform under the one condition that breaks most design workflows, when more than one person needs to work, review, or comment at the same time. Stay until the end, because the last segment changes how this whole comparison reads. Before picking a design tool, why does nobody ask what happens when the team shows up? Figma launched in 2016 with one idea. Nobody else in the design world had tried at scale, make the whole thing run in the browser. No downloads, no file versions bouncing around in email, just a link and everyone is in the same room. The pitch was not better vector tools. The pitch was stop losing hours to file management. That sounds simple. At the time, it was close to radical. Sketch had been around since 2010. It was fast, clean, and had become the go-to tool for UI designers on Mac. It built its reputation on doing one thing extremely well: vector design for screens and not trying to be everything to everyone. Designers loved it because it got out of the way. The interface was tight. The output was clean. For a solo designer on a deadline, it was hard to beat. But Sketch was a desktop app. And a desktop app, by design, lives on one machine at a time. When a product manager wanted to leave a comment, they had to ask for the file. When a developer wanted to inspect spacing and measurements, they needed a separate handoff tool bolted on top. When two designers were working on the same project from different machines, one of them was always working on yesterday's version, hoping the other had not made conflicting changes overnight. The process worked, but it worked the way a workaround works, functional until it fails. And when it fails, everyone scrambles. Figma did not win by being a better design tool. It won by being a better room. And once teams experienced working in the same file in real time, going back to emailing sketch files felt like going back to fax machines if Figma already solved the collaboration problem in 2016. Why is this still a conversation worth having in 2025? Because Sketch did not accept the loss. It adapted. In 2021, Sketch launched its own web app. Designers could share files as links. Stakeholders could open prototypes in a browser, leave comments, and inspect elements without downloading anything. The company introduced Sketch Teams, a subscription model built around shared libraries, shared workspaces, and version history that tracked every change made to a file. The feature gap that had made Figma's pitch so easy to sell started closing, but there is a difference between adding collaboration features and being built for collaboration from the ground up. That difference is most visible in one specific place. What happens when two designers are editing the same file at the same time? In Figma, both designers see each other's cursors moving across the canvas in real time. Changes appear the moment they are made. There's no sync button, no checkout system, no waiting for one person to save before the other can see the update. It behaves the way a shared Google Doc behaves: fluid, live, and continuous. In Sketch, real-time collaboration works through a conflict resolution system. Changes are merged rather than shown live. For most workflows, that is completely fine. Designers working on separate sections of a file at separate times will rarely notice the difference. But for a product team running a design sprint, where multiple people are iterating on the same components under time pressure, that merge-based system introduces a layer of friction that Figma simply does not have. Small decisions take an extra step. Quick alignment checks require a refresh. The rhythm of the work is slightly slower, and in a sprint, slightly slower adds up to meaningfully slower by the end of the day. Sketch caught up on most things. The one thing it has not fully matched is the experience of everyone working on the same canvas at the same moment, with zero lag between what one person does and what the rest of the team sees. So why are experienced design teams still choosing Sketch in 2025? Knowing all of that, because collaboration speed is only one part of what makes a tool worth using. And for certain teams, it is not the most important part. Sketch has a plugin ecosystem built over more than a decade. Thousands of tools, integrations, and extensions, many of them built by designers who had a specific problem, could not find a solution and built one themselves. Workflows that senior designers have spent years constructing inside Sketch do not transfer automatically to Figma. Switching tools does not just mean learning a new interface. It means auditing every plugin, rebuilding every custom library, and retraining every person on the team. For a studio mid-project, that cost is prohibitive. For a studio between projects, it is still a significant investment of time that does not directly produce billable work. Performance is another real factor. Sketch is a native Mac application. It writes directly to the GPU on large files, hundreds of artboards, dense component libraries, complex overlay structures. Sketch stays responsive in a way that Figma, running in a browser tab, sometimes cannot. Teams managing enterprise-level design systems with thousands of components have reported Figma files becoming sluggish or unstable at the upper end of their complexity. For smaller teams working on smaller files, this ceiling is invisible. For teams pushing the limits of what a design file can hold, it is a practical constraint that affects daily work, and then there is data privacy. Studios working with financial institutions, healthcare providers, or government clients often operate under contracts that specify where client data can be stored and who can access it. A browser-based tool that syncs files to external servers can create compliance problems that no amount of feature advantages can offset. Sketch files live locally on the designer's machine. That is a straightforward answer to a compliance question that Figma's architecture makes more complicated. The teams still on Sketch are not clinging to the past. They are often the teams doing the most complex, most sensitive, or most performance-heavy work, and they have made a deliberate decision based on what their workflow actually demands. What does it mean that the tool built for collaboration almost ceased to exist as an independent product? In September 2022, Adobe announced it would acquire Figma for $20 billion. It was one of the largest acquisitions in the history of software, design, or otherwise. For 15 months, the deal sat in front of regulators in the United States, United Kingdom, and European Union. In December 2023, the deal collapsed. UK and EU regulators blocked it on competition grounds, concluding that the acquisition would eliminate the most significant competitive threat to Adobe's design suite. Figma remained independent. Figma's enterprise pricing has grown steadily. The plan that includes advanced admin controls, organization-wide permissions, and the security features that large teams require for collaboration at scale runs significantly higher than Sketch's equivalent. For a team of 50 designers, that cost difference is not a rounding error. It is a budget line that gets reviewed every renewal cycle. The collaboration story has a layer. The feature comparisons consistently miss who owns the tool, what it costs to run at scale, and what options a team has if the economics shift next year. For a team that needs real-time co-editing, browser access for stakeholders, and a low barrier to getting non-designers into the file, Figma is the clearer choice. It changed what the industry expected collaboration to look like, and nothing Sketch has shipped since has fully closed that gap for a solo designer, a small studio, or a team handling complex, sensitive, or performance-heavy work. Sketch remains a serious tool. It did not fall behind because it got worse. It fell behind because Figma moved the goalpost. The competition was never really Figma versus Sketch. It was always about who decides what design teams can do and what they have to pay to do it. Drop a like if this helped. It gets the video in front of more designers who are weighing the same decision. Leave the next tool matchup in the comments. Subscribe to catch it when it drops.